What's going on, Mind Speakers? Welcome to another episode of THiNK, where I talk about whatever comes to my mind because that's just how my fucking brain works. Ready? Let's go. So Ludacris dropped a new song and video called Vitamin D featuring Ty Dolla $ign. And I mean, of course, we're not going to talk about the song because I don't really give a shit. Because no offense, Ludacris is a legend. I just think the whole Ludacris flow, that Ludacris song 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. I can listen to throwbacks for that. I don't need any more. So he dropped this new song called Vitamin D, and in the first scene of the video, you see Ludacris with his shirt open. I think it's like a sweatshirt and it's open. And inside the sweatshirt, you see these really fake CGI abs. Someone on Twitter said they look like King's Hawaiian sweet rolls, which is fucking funny. But anyway, so he's got these huge CGI abs, and of course Twitter took it and ran off with it because they felt that Ludacris was trying to pass these abs off as his actual abs. And to tell you the truth, I actually was surprised at how new most of you niggas are. Ludacris was not trying to pass those abs off as actual abs. If you know anything about Ludacris, you would know that in the Ludacris videos, he's known for exaggerated fake body parts and using CGI to do them, and did so 10, 20 years ago. Like how he had the huge arms in Get Back, or how he had the big NBA Jam head in Rollout, or the giant afro in the stand-up video. Like, I just feel like this was common knowledge, but apparently it wasn't. And that leads me to my next point. I will not be discussing music or life with anyone born after Speaker Box, The Love Below, or Confessions. Like, if you're younger than Confessions, we can't talk because you just don't understand the references. You just don't get what's going on. So Ludacris trying to give you a little bit of nostalgia and cultural significance to what he does, and y'all take it as if he was really trying to pass those abs. Like, nobody looks like a G.I. Joe like that, especially not Ludacris. His head doesn't even look attached. Like, stop being stupid. I was listening to last week's episode of the Friendzone Podcast because it's one of my favorite podcasts because it's a mental health and mental wellness podcast. It's filled with loads of self-help tips and comedy, and the hosts are Hey Fran Hey, Asante, and Dustin Ross. If you don't already listen, I'll link you to their podcast below. It's an amazing podcast. But they were discussing something. Can you be friends with your exes? That made me think, can you be friends with your exes? And the answer is simple. Oh, hell no! The answer is no, because I have no interest in taking a relationship that I held in such a high esteem and then lowering it down to a point to act like, oh yeah, we're just casual friends like everybody else. No, being cordial and being friends is completely different. Being cordial is when you can see the person and you can go, oh hey, how are you? Or you might be able to like function in social situations with that person. But friends, it's a slippery slope. You're gonna start texting every day. The first time the other person makes you laugh, you're gonna be like,
oh, I remember all the times you used to make me laugh.
And before you know it, you guys are back in it. Like, it's too much of a slippery slope and it's stupid. And if you're me, I'm the type of person, I gotta delete your phone number, I gotta delete the pictures, I gotta get you off my social media. I can't really see you. If I really cared about you, I can't see you, I can't have you near me, because 9 times out of 10, the sight of you is just gonna piss me off anyway. We're not cool. We're not gonna be cool, because that exchange of energy only leaves the door open, and people who leave that door open only want that door open so that way they can walk back through it. It's pointless. Close the door, move on with their lives, get a clean break, and just let it go. But friends, we are not. Chris Brown released his song Privacy last week, and he samples Tight Up Skirt by Red Rat, which is, hey you girl in the tight up skirt. But there's really no hook, it's just literally Chris Brown in a series of sexual obscenities. And it leads me to believe, like, how did we get here? Like, do you not want to be a little vague about what you're gonna do to it? That he's just like, I'm gonna beat it up, beat it, beat it, beat it. Like, it is excessively graphic for no reason when you sit and listen to really what he's talking about. It's just like, Chris, like, I don't understand what's going on. Like, he says it's for the ladies, but like, what are we supposed to do with this? It's not even really music. You're just talking about how you're gonna beat it up in 1,000 different ways on a song. Like, where's the R&B? Where's the artistry? This is like word porn. So Janet Jackson and her husband of 5 years, Wissam Almana, broke up after they just had a baby a few months ago. I actually didn't even realize that Janet had been married to this guy for 5 years, because Janet's not really a public celebrity like that. So she said she was marrying some guy, Wissam Almana, who was extremely rich. And I was like, oh, okay, because Janet's extremely rich. So I was like, of course, perfect. They just had a baby a few seconds ago, and apparently Janet is like, it's time to go. I've heard rumors about him being controlling. I don't know if that's actually the case or if people are just assuming that because he's Muslim. I don't see Janet actually leaking any information to the press anyway, so I don't know how the press will know anything. I would just see that them just saying, hey, we're breaking up, will be enough. But then I heard I had a prenup and no money would be exchanged from Wissam to Janet unless they were married for 5 years, and she filed her divorce on 5 years and 3 months. So now people are calling Janet a gold digger. First of all, Janet's worth $150 million, so I don't really think she's a gold digger per se, but the truth of the matter is Janet might come up on $500 million from this, and I personally am not mad. Here's the thing, the prenup was an agreement between him and her, and if he's the richer one, it was an agreement to protect him. If he's the type of person that said, oh, 5 years is enough to solidify that you won't screw me, and then he got screwed, that's bad business on your part. That's not Janet's fault. Don't hate the player, hate the game, and you designed the game, so you were just fucking stupid. And shout out to Janet for being a boss and getting that money. Now her net worth is gonna skyrocket, and her baby, which probably would have already been living a perfect life, will live an even more perfect life, and I hate rich kids. The Get Down is a show on Netflix. If you're a fan of hip-hop culture, you would absolutely love The Get Down. It's about these kids in the Bronx growing up during the 80s, discovering and cultivating what we now know as hip-hop. And there's a love story between a rapper named Zeke and a church girl turned pop star named Miley. And season 2 just came out. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I am going to tell you about the first scene. During the first scene, Zeke has a concert, and Miley has her first show on national television. After Zeke's concert, he's running around, he's telling everybody to shut up, shut up, shut up. My girl's on the TV, my girl's on the TV. Proud as fuck. And Miley performs, and he's staring at the TV like she's the only girl in the world. Like, Zeke loves her so much. Like, he just be like, Miley, my butterscotch queen. Then after the performance is over, she goes and she has a conversation with the guy who hosts the show, and the guy asks if she has a boyfriend. So everybody's down there watching with Zeke after Zeke is going crazy when she's performing like, that's my girl, that's my girl. And when he asks, do you have a boyfriend? Miley looks at her manager, and her managers are telling her not to say it. Miley says, no, I'm single. Single? Like, what? Single? That's how you doing it, Miley? If you ever watch The Get Down, all you know is that Miley only really cares what Zeke can do for her. Miley don't really give a fuck what she can do for Zeke. All she really cares about is being able to get Zeke into college, but she don't care about supporting Zeke's dreams. And if it comes down to Zeke's feelings versus what she needs to get done, she completely cuts Zeke down. But Zeke puts Miley before anything. So I just want to say, fuck Miley. Zeke, you deserve better than Miley. I hope Zeke finds someone that gives it up for him the way he gives it up for Miley, because Miley's trash. So I'm sure by now we've all heard about what happened on United. Now, first of all, I just want to say this is one of the reasons why I hate planes in the first place, and I've talked about it before in my Get to Know Me tag as to why I hate planes. And one of the major reasons I hate planes is because I feel like nobody books planes thinking about the comfortability or really even the safety of the people on the plane, because they will push it in order to put as many people on the plane as they can to maximize the profit. They don't really care how you feel on the plane. They really just want to get the plane in the air and get it down and collect their cash. So United has been overbooking their planes. And a video surfaced of them dragging a man off the plane after 2 security officers or cops or flight marshals, I don't know what they were, but they beat this man up and they dragged him off the plane. And somebody recorded it and they leaked it. So United is in a lot of trouble, and they've seen an extreme decrease in sales and business to people wanting to fly United because of this. And someone asked the man who got dragged off the plane, like, are you okay? Like, what hurts? And he said, everything hurts. And you know what?
Bitch, me too. The fuck?
Everything hurts. My neck, my back, my crack, my tibia, my fibula, my big toe, my little toe, my earlobe, my nose, my chin, everything the fuck hurts. Because one thing about it, I'm about to get this big $1 billion settlement. I don't care what you're talking about. I'm gonna be neighbors to Beyonce and Jay-Z. I'm gonna walk out and be like, hey, Beyonce, happy Hanukkah. My kid's gonna be going to school, skipping around with Mason and Penelope Disick. The rest of my life is gonna look like a Ciroc commercial. I'm going to be rich as fuck because you got me fucked up. I'm about to come and get all this money. Everything hurts. That's right, sir. Every goddamn thing. As a matter of fact, just watching the video, I feel like something hurts on me. I'm trying to get me a piece. United, contact my lawyer. Now we're gonna move it on to Put You On. As usual, if you have any suggestions for songs you want to put me on, let me know in the comment box below. Send me to it on Twitter, send it to me on Tumblr or on Facebook. I'm on all social media as 28 Days of June. And this week I'm putting you on Come Closer by Wizkid featuring Drake. Now I don't exactly know if this is a song that you guys would hear, because I don't know if people really listen to Wizkid, but it's a fun little reggae groove. I can't stop playing it, especially because the weather's been extremely nice in New York, which is all I ever asked for. I love reggae in the summertime. It's some of my favorite things on the planet. And you can kind of tell this is a song that Drake gave Wizkid a verse. One, because the song is hot and Drake wants to keep that UK market, but 2, is a favorite to Wizkid because he's a big inspiration as to where Drake got this new sound from in the first place. So I'm gonna put you on Come Closer by Wizkid featuring Drake. I'll link it to you in the description box below. And that's it for today's THiNK. As usual, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. If not, suck a dick, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Deuce!